Hello everyone, my name is Neil Rigsbee. I'm an associate professor in the School of Counselor Education at Adams State University. What I wanted to talk to you about today is the internship experience for our Masters of Counseling students. So the internship class, there's two of them. It's almost an entire academic year. It occurs over the fall and spring semesters. This internship one follows the practicum class that all students are required to take, irrespective of if they're school counseling or clinical mental health. They have to take practicum class. So internship one occurs in the fall, following the spring of their practicum class. And the purpose of both internship classes is for students to apply the counseling skills that they learned in pre-practicum and especially in practicum, apply them to real clients, real students, depending on their setting, and have a really close to a half-time, if not a full-time job work experience in a counseling setting. They're expected to fully embrace a counselor identity, that of a clinical mental health counselor or a school counselor. Let's see. So they are fully embracing this identity, and they're expected to use all the skills that they've learned and begin to integrate new ones. One of the big changes expected of students in internship is that they begin to build upon those advanced skills that they learned in practicum to begin to integrate a theory and then use interventions based on their chosen theory. The hour requirement is significantly higher across internship than it is in practicum. In internship, they're required to have a total of 600 hours by the end of the spring semester in internship 2. Of the 600 hours, a minimum of 240 of those hours must be in direct contact with students or with clients. A further breakdown is that a minimum of 40 of those 240 direct hours have to be in providing individual sessions or working with individual clients or with individual students. And then a minimum of 10 of those 240 hours must be in a group setting. For I'll talk about that in this one as well. For school counseling students, there's a further breakdown. Students, regardless of which state they're in, the program at ASU, we're a Colorado-based university, so the program is written to Colorado's licensure standards. So for school counselors, they have an additional requirement that they have to do 400 of their 600 hours at a major site, which could be an elementary school, a middle school, or a high school. And then for the other two levels, they have to do a minimum of 100 hours. So for example, they choose an elementary school as their major site. They would do 400 hours there. And then at a middle school, they would do 100 hours. And then at a high school, they would do 100 hours. There are multiple assignments that are required during internship. For internship one in particular, there's one assignment where students have to have a live observation of a session or a recording of a session. In other words, you as their site supervisor would observe them live in a session and then evaluate them. And this happens twice. Or as an alternative, they can record the session and then you would review it at a later date and then complete the evaluation. That occurs only in Internship 1. For both Internship 1 and 2, they have a midterm evaluation and then they have a final evaluation. The students, it's up to the students to coordinate with you on getting you the paperwork and setting up a time for you to complete the evaluation on them. And then also both midterm and final evaluation is or they put their hours into those, and so at the you'll be signing off on their hours in addition to evaluating them. Another requirement across both internships is the what we call counseling logs. These are weekly logs that students are required to submit to their internship instructors. This is where students record the number of hours that they had at your site over the week. They have to track their direct hours, their indirect hours, and then their supervision hours, and then their supervisor will sign off on those. And then students, once they're signed off, they will submit them into the course. So that'll occur every week. So by the end of the semester, they should have a minimum of 15 logs. And then if they work over Thanksgiving break or spring break, if it's the spring semester, and then also in finals week, they may have a minimum of 17 logs. Students can also have multiple sites, so they can accrue a lot of logs over their internship experience. As a program, we really believe in consistent and transparent communication. The faculty instructors will contact you periodically throughout the semester. Our clinical coordinator, Shelley Polzine, will typically send out a mass email to supervisors introducing faculty instructors. This occurs early on in the semester, and then after that, the faculty, it's on the faculty to contact you and establish a direct communication link with you as the site supervisors. Part of that is as issues come up, we want you to have a direct link to us to be able to communicate with us if you have any concerns about our interns, and so that you have someone to reach out to with those concerns. I believe that those are the major items that I wanted to cover regarding internship. I can't think of anything else. Thank you. I hope that you found this helpful.